gerek yok. Onu çevre kontrol edemeyiz. Başlarız.
Okay, it's ready.
Good morning all. Welcome to the Control exhibition. Finally again in person after some years. And we are the last day. We are really very happy and we would like to share with you our booth. We had a lot of visitors the past day. Some of you maybe were with us, which is nice. Now, with my colleague Kazim, we would like to show you the booth, to show you something new that we are presenting at Control. Waiting for you in the next weeks to get in touch with us and to give you more information. Thanks a lot. Have a nice day. Then Kazim, what are we going to show them?
So first of all, we will start with styrofoam casting. As we all know, we are improving our extrude offset settings, and also then we will go to the major point in our new release, which is the dynamic tracking and the automated visual modifiers.
Kazim, why should I use SuPAR for styrofoam?
You need to use SuPAR for styrofoam to see if your styrofoam model is built correctly. Because you will miss some of the extreme offset and you will miss some of the geometric elements.
Great, got it. Then if you can show us how we do
Let's
it.
do it.
I think it will take a long while.
No, it's not. It will start just like this. So I'm aligning my cat data. And when I click start tracking, we start the inspection process and start tracking process. So here at the product tree, we have our object and we have our extrusion offset also. So I just open our extrusion offset, we will see that our extrusion offset here. Let's see with the cat edges also. So, for example, what we see here is that our elements here that needs to be extruded, and we can see that these are all correct. So, of course, we might choose to see the cat model itself also. So now we can inspect all of the details of our styrofoam model. So, for example, the mistake that I first see here is this set of the bolt. So, as we can see here, there is a bit of a mistake. Our thing should be here, but it's a bit more outwards. So, as we can see, this is our mistake in our styrofoam. And as you can see, this process is just as simple as just walking around our object and inspect all of the points. And I can get really, really close on our object to see the minute differences, minute objects, and yeah. So again, as a symmetrical point, we have another problematic area here also. And this is for the styrofoam mold, and we can easily see our problematic areas like this. So
That's really great, Kazim. Thanks a lot. But it's all we can do, styrofoam.
no,
I see it.
let's do a fixture and let's see what will be the benefits of it. So again, I'm opening my project from here, and so we
This
have.
is your ghost model.
This
I
is
see.
our ghost model.
I
Yes,
see.
yes.
Okay.
And I am roughly aligning my ghost model with my object, and so okay, not this project, but yeah. I'm aligning my ghost model with my data, and I'm clicking start tracking.
Really, roughly, more or less.
Yes, and now we can see the parts and their location. For example, what we can see here is this section of the part is not in the correct placement, and we can move the part to the correct location. Or, for example, if we say this part, as we can see now, it's in the wrong position, and we can easily see the cat data and its location. So, one of the major features of the SuPAR for this year, as we talked, is the dynamic tracking and automated visual modifiers. So I'm enabling the automated visual modifiers, and now, as we can see, this section of the fixture is notified at red. And now, as Massimo shown us, when he moved the fixture in the correct placement, it turned to red and yellow. So
That's really great.
yeah, and we can easily see if the assembly we did is correct or not. And
So the fixture Can I work with a welding fixture and
Yeah.
also control fixture as well?
Yes, yes. You can work with any kind of fixture or master box also.
Okay,
Yeah.
great. I
So-
see a door. Oh, sorry. You still have something to say?
No,
That's okay.
this is for the.
I see a door panel. What can we do with the door panel? Or maybe
Yeah. So with the door panel, what we can do is we can see the geometrical shape of the door panel, and also for this door panel, we have a, inspection surface inspection also. So I'm
surface inspection with a scanner, like
Yes,
a COM
yes.
scanner, a CREAFORM scanner.
Yes.
Okay, great.
Yeah, yeah.
Great.
And again, I'm roughly aligning my part with the gross data, and now we can see our object here. So let's see the measurement report here. So I'm opening the measurement report, and I'm opening the first stage of the measure. And of course, we can change the scale from here. Let's say that we are interested in plus 3 millimeters to minus 1 millimeter. And here we can see the color map of the this measurement. So what can I do is here is this. So instead of talking on just PDF reports or just on digital reports, I can take a pen and I can make a physical markings of the area that we are interested in, like this. And so our work on the shop floor can easily see the mistake, and they can do the corrective measurements, like they can do grinding or they can do some welding on that point to correct this mistake, and they can see where should they do this operation.
Because in this door, I see some welding points. Can we remove the scanning, take a look to the welding points, and
Yes.
do I have a way to check my welding points rather than using a drawing or a picture?
Yeah. For example, as you said, here are some welding points here, here, and there are some little cuts in the frame. So what we can do is we can get a object and we can inspect those points. For example, here we have some spot welding points, and now it's not marked in our CAD data, but if we mark this data on our CAD data, then we can say with the inspection template, as we know, we can say this point is okay, and we can say intolerance, for example. So, and we can take a picture as a proof that the thing that we do is okay, and then what we can do is save, and we can create a PDF report of this inspection.
You mean, Kazim, that if I have an Excel list of my welding points, you could import the Excel list with the welding point, and then you would automatically recognize where the welding points are, and you could use our interactive inspection to check whether the welding points are there or not, and if are in the right position. Is this something that SuPAR is able to do?
Yes, but the inspection worker needs to create this okay and not okay. As long as our inspection worker can see the points, for example, these points are surface, and we can easily see these points, and then we can say they are okay or not okay. And here with our PDF reports, we can say the inspector said it's okay. It's they write their message as intolerance, and we can see the attached part pads of the full CAD sheet, and we can see our part CAD data and the photo evidence. So in the future, if there are any problems with the part, then we can reopen this PDF report or Excel report also, and we can say, okay, when we do this, it was like this. If something happened after that, it could be either the next station's problem, or this happened while we are in the shipment, or other processes in the factory.
And Kazim, if I have a part with some studs, for example,
Yeah.
do I have a chance to check whether my studs are in the right position or not, or if there are any missing studs? So I think you're gonna open your ghost model as usual,
Yes,
as you showed before. Okay. Great. Okay. Okay.
Just a second.
Yes. Yes. So, okay. Thank you a lot. So as you can see here, we have a part that we could get from our suppliers, for example, and we would like to know whether our suppliers made a good job and if we can use this part in production or not. As you have seen before, we can, with the ghost model, check the geometry. And you have seen that we can also check the welding spots. But now we have an element with some stats, as you can see. So we are going to this CAD model, complete CAD model, including the stats. And after that, we will see how SuPAR can help you in the incoming part inspection.
So let's place our part, and now we can see that we have our ghost model here. And I'm aligning the data again as just roughly like the our before object. So what we can do here also, let's see an inspection template. So we have a new inspection template here, and when I click this inspection template from here as the empty inspection template, so we can see now our user created some inspection points that they want us to check. So I'm clicking the first point, and it says take a photo and write a comment. And this is the part that we are looking here. So our user draw, put the point, and also put some pictures to us to say you need to find this. And I'm saying, okay, I can see this part, and I'm changing status to okay, and I'm adding some picture evidence to say it's okay.
Just to be sure, Kazim. So far we have seen kind of free inspection, and you always can do a free inspection. But in this example, someone was preparing an inspection template, meaning that in the company they want to be sure that you will follow the inspection template.
Yes.
And what if you don't follow the inspection template?
If I don't follow the inspection template, the application will not let me to save this inspection.
Okay.
And application will give me a warning and error, and it will say you have to complete this inspection template to save this inspection.
Meaning that preparing the inspection template, I'm sure that you will inspect it.
Yes.
That's great. I like it.
Okay.
And okay, please go.
So I am opening the second point in the inspection, and it's saying me that I need to prove these holes here. So I'm saving some photos because we can see these holes are there from the cat data. And I'm changing status to OK, and I'm writing holes are open. And I'm clicking save, and I'm inspecting the third point here, and it's asking me to check the geometry here. And the problem I see here is there is a little bend in this point. So what I'm doing here is I'm saying as to camera to see, we can see that this part is bent. So I'm writing the part is bent, and I'm saying partially okay, because it could be inside the tolerance, but we need to check with the caliber, and we need to check with the measuring system. So after I'm done with the inspection template, I'm still doing the inspection because there could be some other mistakes on the part that is not included in the inspection template. So what I'm seeing here, that we are missing a bolt here. So as we can see, we have our first bolt here, but this bolt we are missing. And I'm placing a new point, and I'm writing missing nuts. And I'm changing status to not okay. And I'm clicking save. Let's not save, but let's add a few photos as evidence to say to our supplier or production department, this is the mistake they have done. And I'm clicking save. And now what we can see here, we have our checkpoints, the first three checkpoints, and we have a note. The difference between the checkpoints and notes is the checkpoints are created by the composer user. And these are the obligatory points that we need to check. And the notes are the points that the application user at the tablet side created. So now I'm clicking I'm writing like supplier inspection with a part number 3256, and I'm clicking save and export PDF. So before doing the PDF export, let's do some thing more. So in SuPAR, we can also create some snapshots. So I'm clicking the snapshot button, and I'm taking some snapshots around the objects like this. So other than the points that we have already inspected, our user might miss a point, or even though we didn't miss a point, something might happen after the inspection, and sometimes we need to prove to our customers or other departments in our company to our inspection was okay. So I'm clicking save inspection and export as PDF, and now we will see we have a project name, we have the inspection name, the inspection date, and we can see our first checkpoint with the description. It's in German because we are in an exhibition in Germany. We have our status, okay. We have our message, it's okay. And we can see the attached part path of the part. And yeah, so these first three is the checkpoint, and one is the note. You can see here. And now after the notes, we have our snapshots for the reasons I mentioned. Because then after the inspection, if there is a problem, we can go back to the snapshot section and we can see if the point with the problem was there when we are doing the inspection, or if the problem happened after that.
That's really great, Kazim. I like SuPAR. But Kazim, can I ask you still one question?
Yeah, of course.
It's the last one, I promise. I see a mechanical block, a machine block. I would send this block to a CMM. We are not metrology.
Yes.
How can SuPAR help me with such a block?
Yeah, let's see the.
I mean, this is a very high accuracy. I need a CMM.
Yeah,
So how can SuPAR help me?
the help of SuPAR is in the object like this is this. So here we are seeing our data again on the object. So we can easily check the part here with the if is there something missing. So when we get really close on the object, we can check all of the holes, all of the area, and for example, this side is okay. So I am turning it to the back side, and now we will inspect the other side also. And um, so let's see if we can find a mistake. So the first mistake that we see here is here. There's a border mistake because in the cat data it said this there should be a cut here, just here in the corner. This should be a slanted corner, but a sharp corner. And we can see here that we have some hooks, and we don't have these hooks in our cat data. So for example, we will not know these slanted corners measurements, but with SuPAR we can know that the mistake is there. We don't have to scan and measure all of the object and to say this is just a mistake.
Meaning, if I forgot something, if I forgot a chamfer, if I forgot a drilling operation, the system will quickly tell me what is missing
Yeah.
before removing the part from the drilling machine or the milling machine.
Yes,
That's
yes,
great.
and you will get a really benefit from the time reduction.
So all in all, with the interactive inspection, we can help our customers and we can help the companies to find the problems in an early stage.
Yes.
We have seen on styrofoam where we have seen a sheet metal part, and we have seen a door panel. In the door panel we had a scanning from a scanning system, and in this case we can import the result of the scanning system and we can show in the augmented reality the error. That's great. And we have seen that if we have like welding points or rivets, if we create this point as an inspection template in my composer, then we will be able to inspect welding points or rivets or studs.
Yes, you're
And if we have a mechanical part, well, of course, the accuracy is an accuracy that requires metrology and CMM, but we can quickly realize if we forgot some machining operation or not. That's really great. What do you think? We have also a website which is www.supar.eu where you can find some movies. And in case you see an application, get in touch with our international distributors network, and they will be happy to support you and to prove you the easiness of use. We are using an iPad. We are giving a training which is really not a long time training, and we do not need user with a lot of experience. It means that what we have seen is something that is very much applicable to your company in a simple way. Of course, with the help of our distributors and with our help. Great. Thank you very much, Kazim.
Yes.
Okay. Thanks
And
all.
thanks all.
Have a good day. Bye then.
Geri kalanını